It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
It's Fred Lenartz, the subprime hero. What's up, everyone? Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. What is going on? We're super excited. We have somebody in the cafe that we're super excited. Yeah, look at that smile. She's bringing it for miles, and we're so excited to hear her story, learn about what makes her drive, what makes her go, the people along the way, all those things that we love in that five-liner that we do with all our guests that I absolutely love having this opportunity to do so.
Let's welcome her in.
Let's welcome her in. Yeah, I can go all day about this, yeah.
She's incredible. She is the one,
the only Miss
Veronica
Dunford!
Welcome to the show.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, let's get ready to get this popping. This is exciting.
It's going down.
I'm glad that we have some time.
Down.
Merry Christmas.
I'm back here watching all your videos, just dying.
We've had a lot of great people that have had a lot of fun, a lot of big smiles, and everybody forgive focusing and flying, right? Isn't it a blast just seeing all the happy that comes out of Brewing Solutions?
Yeah, no doubt.
My next time on this show, I want to be there with you.
Oh,
Well,
and it will.
That is definitely something that
I'm sure that we would love to have that happen. That would be honor.
You gotta
sign the board right behind us. We have signatures on here. Very few, though, because of what's been going on in this world. But we would love to have you here, in here, at this seat right next to us. We'll have a great time. We'll share laughs. Forgive, focus, flying. But before we get any further, let's do that. Let's forgive, focus, fly together. It's important that we do this. And why is it important, Lou?
I mean, the weight of unforgiveness is going to paralyze anybody, right? Wipe that off. Yeah, she's seen us do it a time or two. I think she heard us scream it a time or two while we were over at the Women of Automotive event.
Right.
It was incredible being out there. But it's important that we do wipe off the weight of unforgiveness.
Absolutely.
We take our hands that are now freed up and no longer bound by those things, and we focus on where it is that we want to go. We put the blinders on to any of the distractions that are out there, and we go where we are gazing. Then we stretch out in faith, and we fly to keep growing.
That's right.
Let's get ready to do this officially. We have her on the show, and she's going to forgive, focus, and fly with us. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is probably the last time we're going to get to do this.
This is the last one before
Santa Claus comes to town.
That's right.
This is a daily thing.
This is our last interview before Christmas time, my friends. I'm honored to have Veronica be here. So let's do this together.
All right.
Ready?
On three, everybody. 1,
2, 3. Forgive.
Forgive.
Focus. Fly. And keep growing. Keep growing.
Boom. There we go. Now.
Amen. We are ready. This is that time of the day. That's that time where we get you and we get a chance to ask you this thing called the five-liner. The five-liner is a lot of fun. These 5 questions really get deep. They actually pull out a lot from people. The very first one is your why. It's where it all starts. Simon Sinek said it. He wrote a book about it. He talked about it on his TED Talk. What is your why? What helps you get to the next level in life? What makes you be the best version of yourself?
Wow. So I was listening. You asked me if I watched Gary's show. And probably the first one I saw.
Speaking of Gary.
And I also watched you guys at Women in Automotive, as you said. And the thing is, my why, what helps me is giving back. So many people help me along the way. I enjoy helping others and watching them grow. As you saw at Women in Automotive, I'm leading the mentorship program.
Yes, you are.
For me, being able to get a business coach the last few years has been the most rewarding and helpful in growing my career. So for me to be able to give back and help others come up in not only this industry, but other verticals has just been amazing for me.
That's legacy. And you're leaving that. And let me tell you something. Before Women in Automotive, I knew who you were. I already heard about you. People talk about
game.
As big as the automotive world is, it's a small world at the same time. And you're definitely shining, and you're a star. A lot of people respect what you've done, what you've been through, and where you are right now, and where you're going. So it's important that we think about that. That was a remix there, a little reverb. I don't know if everybody else heard
That
that.
was kind of
Hey,
crazy.
it was pretty cool. That's called Digital World, my friends. Digital, right? So
Kind of like this record stripping.
yeah, that's what it was. It was the effect. We're talking about you, and of course, we need to amplify when we talk about people like you, Veronica. You know, you have somebody here. You know, of course, we talked about Gary. We just interviewed him the other day. He says V is the bomb, and it's the truth. You are the bomb. So we're excited to have you on the show. Talk about legacy, and you're leaving a legacy out there. I believe I'm even part of your legacy now because I've heard about you. I honor you, so I want to be part of that, and that's great. I think that people feel the same way about you when they get a chance to deal with you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
It's
absolutely
to have great people like you to be able to brush up with, but the greater that you actually get access to people that are doing the things that you're doing, the more and more you find that they do have a heart so similar to yours, that they want to see the growth in other people, that they want to see the maturity of other people's gifts, their talents, their strengths, and give them the platforms for it, right? I see you come alive as there are so many people all around you at the Women in Automotive event. I see your smile when other people are speaking. I see you pumped up just to see the joy that's in the room. That's not something that you can hide, right? That's something that's all over you, and we honor that. We wanted so bad to have you live right there on the show with us, but you did deserve a full 5-liner so that we can pull out these incredible qualities that are in you and really brew some solutions for the rest of the people that are out there that want to be able to be where you are, helping other people express themselves in their careers the best way possible. And we honor that, but we need to ask you, what got you to automotive?
That's actually quite a story. My background prior to automotive, I was in investment banking, business development. Actually, I worked for a group of investors that would randomly buy companies or merge with them, whatever the case may be. And they needed somebody that could just fill holes.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they needed, they could throw somebody at it. So I worked for the board of directors in a public company. Ironically, every time you sign your name at a credit card machine, we own that patent. So that patent has since expired, but at the time, we owned that patent. And what we did is we would enforce that patent and license that patent to other companies.
Wow.
But we bought other technologies, other companies, and they would send me into companies to hire buyer staff, reorganize, write a business plan, create efficiencies and processes, and decide if they were a good fit for our core company. All self-taught, by the way. I do not have a college degree, which probably surprises a lot of people. I graduated high school when I was 16.
Wow.
13 days after I turned 16. I did go to college, but didn't graduate because I got an MRS degree instead when I was 19. And so part of my first question you asked me, my why, is giving back. I was adopted when I was 8 years old. Did not have much to do with my biological father. So my dad adopted me. He is one of the driving forces of my life. And I learned very early age that when someone chooses to be in your life or to help grow, it's a lot more meaningful and helpful in your development. So later on in life, I couldn't have children of my own. My stepchildren, I treat them as if they are my own, and I refer to them as my adopted children and my stepchildren. So I have 3 beautiful children. I have 3.5 grandchildren at 30 years later. 34 years later. But so that really job of mine, career path, transitioned into an interview with a dealership, Southern California, that wanted SEO. I had an SEO client. I learned right then and there that the best way to get anything from a car dealer is tell them no. And they will always make you wait. So if they make you wait, you tell them no. Essentially, you end up with what you want. But they wanted to hire me. I already had a job. Eventually, they won. I went to work for them. They wanted a salesperson. I didn't want to be a salesperson. Needless to say, it's the only job in my life I've ever been fired from, not once, not twice, 3 times. I'm still part of the family. They're a client of mine now, again.
How funny is that? That's so awesome.
And I'm still part of the family.
Yes.
Love them dearly. And I would say I learned more from them on how to survive in the car industry, the automotive industry, than probably anyone else. And I think highly of them and like family. Wow. And they're very unique in everything.
Wow.
But that's how I live in auto.
What a journey.
Wow.
And it's in my blood. I probably won't get out. I keep threatening that someday I'm going to never get back in, but it's not possible. In the 15 years, 14 and a half years I was with my husband, who I'm still great friends with, by the way. That is possible. That is adults. We had 32 cars. Amongst us in 14 and a half years. 10 motorcycles. You know, it's anything with wheels and motors. Went fast, and we were into it. And we were total car girl.
Heck yeah.
Cheers to you,
to that
and
car
thank
gal.
you for joining, and thanks for pressuring her to get in business. Talk about peer pressure. Get in this business because we need you. SEO, we need you for so many different things. Your energy, your heart, your personality, your smile, all the things need to be in this business. We need more amazing, not just women, but people just like you in this business. The more we have, the better this business becomes. And that is what's so beautiful. And you're starting to see that happen right now. You're starting to see like this melting pot of amazing people that are not what you would normally find in automotive. Not the ones who chose automotive, that automotive chose them. And that is beautiful. And that's what happened with you. You didn't choose it, but automotive said, we need you. And it gave you no choice but to be part of it. And when you became part of it, now you are so tied in, like you said, family so many times. And this business is family. This business is what's given us the life that we've always wanted. This business has been able to give us friends and network of people that are just amazing. There's so many of us out there that want to do better in this business, that want this business to be better, and want to help others, dealers, clients, the whole nine, the whole realm of it. We all want it, and you're one of those people. Thank you. I'm so glad that happened. That was a great story.
That was an incredible story.
And your story, starting from being young, 8 years old, adopted. You know, we got to sit down with the Walzer Group, and man, how awesome was that to hear about how they help their employees through adoption, helping them get funds for that, helping them through getting, you know, help if they can't have babies, helping them be able to see if they can. You know, or fertilizations and all those things that you can do these days with technology. They want their company, they want their people to be blessed with family.
Oh, I went through all that as well. It just wasn't meant to be. The kids that I have, my daughters, my son.
Yes.
I could not be more blessed. You hear horror stories of children, adopted children, or it not working out. I was truly blessed. My son's birthday was as a matter of fact.
Happy birthday!
And I could not have been more blessed the day those kids were able to call me mom. And I am blessed every single day.
Yeah.
And just God put them in my life for a reason. And I've been blessed ever since.
Yeah, it's a two-way street in those situations there, you know, and you're blessed. And I love that you look at it that way. That's special. Because there's a lot of people that are missing in that spot that are needed like you. You're there for that. You understand that, though. You feel that. Just like you said earlier, you know, it's something special about when someone chooses to pour into you. When they choose you, absolutely. When they want that for you, it's not because they have to. It's because they want to. So that is a beautiful thing. That is being a mother. That is being somebody of love. That is leading with love. You are a solutionary, my friend. I love this. This is great.
This is exactly in tune with the Christmas season, right?
It is.
This
truly
is the adoption of a child, right?
Thank you.
That was a gift to the world. That's why I love Joe's, right? My stepdaddy was a Joe, right? He adopted me and grafted me into his family, right? And then Joseph adopted Jesus, who was not of him, right? And he took on all the scandal and all the things that came along with having this precious child, right? That was a gift for us all, but he adopted him. He chose to take him in and make him his own and raise him up. And so grateful for that. And during this season, there are so many that do graft in people that aren't normally part of their family, right? And they pull them in close to take care of them, to love them. And that's the thing that I love most. You get to see humans really showing and stretching in love in so many different ways during this season. And that's something that we pray would be part of their characteristics continuously, as there is a succession, as there is growth from both sides, right? There's the mother-father relationship, the daughter-father relationship, daughter, mother, son, all of those getting fused together inside of family, which I believe is the cure for most of the broken inside of society, is solid family. When you get your family to act like family, you can actually do great things and live a fulfilled life. When you get your business to act like family, you are limitless, literally limitless. And I'm just so thankful for that. But there's a lot that goes into that, right? There's a lot of mentorship, right?
There totally is a lot of mentorship. A lot of people
And that's
along
how
the way.
LightYear is. Where I'm at, our company is so, you can't even spit without hitting somebody's family member.
You gotta love that. You gotta love that.
Whenever we bring, whenever we bring on a new client or a new vendor or a new employee, for that matter, my signature line is welcome to the DealerBuilt family, because we truly are a dysfunctional family. We act like family, we fight like family, we hang out like family. It's not always sunshine and roses, just like family. But that's, I think, one of the things that drives people towards us, is because at the end of the day, we still truly care about each and every person, just like family.
It's the way it should be. It's the way human interaction should be. That is the future of business. People, if you're not modeling your business something similar to that, and at least that idea of family, of really helping each other grow, pouring into the others and leaving legacy through them, and wanting them to go off and do great things themselves, you know, inside your business and outside your business. You want them to do it all. You cherish that. You encourage that. You love that. I love, she said, you can't spit without hitting somebody's family member, right? And that's a beautiful thing. And I think it's nice that you can have that kind of environment, you know, where people can have their family around, and everyone understands that. They know each other's husbands, wives, you know, significant others, you know, so many other things, their children, their grandkids,
nieces, nephews, cousins,
all that. And that should be what it is. It should show that. And what I love about that in automotive is that shows the next generation that this business is not what people think it is, right?
Well, so many companies are against nepotism, but you know, if you embrace it and have boundaries, it can work.
Yes, absolutely. There should be 100% should be boundaries for sure.
Right.
You know, but
and there should be, I mean, inside of that, standards are standards, right? And inside of
I agree.
Inside of a legacy. So people would call it the nepotism. I call it legacy minded, right? We would look at it differently.
That's a better way to look at it.
Right. And that helps to kind of build that everybody could be grafted into that. Right? Everybody can be grafted into that family legacy, right? As we grow. Now, when there's blood that's connected to it, awesome. But there's something like we get the chance to have so many friends. Like, I don't know if you know Jennifer Scarborough. She was actually supposed to be at Women in Automotive, and she's an incredible legacy dealer that earned her way, not for the sake of proving anybody else that she deserves a seat at the table, right, that her grandfather and her father has helped build, but to make sure that she knew how to carry those rings, right? She knew how to command that ship. And there's so much that's awesome about a legacy dealer when there are those that jump into the family business, right? Yeah. And I love it. I absolutely love it.
I absolutely love that. You know, and you know, legacy comes through mentorship. But a lot of times you have mentorships. You become a mentor to others. That leaves legacy through them. I know that through your life, you've been able to be a mentor now to many, I'm sure. It may be by even afar. Like I said, I look up to you. I see what you're doing. I love the path that you've carved. At the same time, you've had those people in your life where you looked up to that have helped you. They put their hands on your shoulder and say, hey, not that direction. This is a better direction for you, right? Or maybe they say, hey, that's great. Let's just polish it up over here. Or maybe you read a book of theirs. Whatever it is, there's people that we look up to. Who would be a person or persons that have been mentors to you?
You know, that's a touchy subject because I'm really not a big name dropper, but I've had several people in my life that have really helped lead my path.
Sure.
Many that aren't in the industry. You know, my godparents are so instrumental in the person that I became. Because I didn't have the best childhood growing up, but without my adopted father now, stepfather in my very early childhood, my godparents, you know, my mom had some challenges, health, medical when I was younger, and the person she's become now, my sister, my boss today, why I'm there 10 years, come February. Boy, it's been 10 years. My business partner previously, my old life. But for me, the biggest I look for influential interactions in everything I do.
I love that.
I look for the good in wherever I am what I'm doing. For instance, my taxi ride or Lyft ride on the way to Women in Automotive was probably one of the most inspirational conversations that I've had in years. Hearing the story of that driver and where he came from and what he's done with his life and why and what he does with his family. It was just so amazing that even though we took a wrong turn that made my drive an extra 10 minutes, it didn't matter because it resonated so much with what I do in life. And I look forward to finding those little nuggets of you know how I interact with people or our life paths cross. Annie Meehan, you guys interviewed her, and
Awesome.
that was one ball of tornado.
You were not kidding right there. She was all of those. Yes, she is Mother Nature.
I cannot even say enough about her. If people haven't read her book or met her, by all means, you guys need to recommend her to everyone. She is amazing and just brings sunshine to the world. But there's so many incredible people in our industry that just give so much and have so many good things to give. And my business coach, Andy O'Brien, I went from even though I had great intentions all the time, how to transition that from what I was doing with my clients and vendors and partners in the field to being able to get that to my staff. You know, that was huge. I'd been with the company 6 years, and half the company didn't understand who I was or why I did what I did. And it was always friction.
Yeah.
I had the best intentions and the best motivation for everyone in the company, but they didn't know because I didn't convey it well. All it took was, and it's a daily, trust me, it's still a daily thing. But recognizing that this bull in a china shop that was doing everything I could to make the company better, I wasn't looking at it from their vantage point. So getting a business coach or a mentor that can step outside of the box and look down and see from 30,000 feet and essentially give you back a view of you as a mirror in a tactful way, or in a way that you can absorb, is probably the best thing you can ever do for yourself. And that's how I guess why I got into mentoring, because I never understood how other people could see my good intentions as anything but the best for them.
Sure.
And they didn't.
Yeah. But it is perspective.
It really is.
It definitely is. And just like it's like a text message. You could read it 20 different ways, right? So with the words you write down could be read like, man, they're upset. It's like when somebody types all capital letters. You think that they're mad. And in some cases, they're just too lazy to hit the caps lock button, which I've been guilty of in the past. I stopped doing it, so I want people to know that. If I've ever sent you an all caps letter, message, anything. That's just because I was lazy, not because I was loud. I promise. But it's
Or more than one exclamation mark, and they think you're like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Right? Yeah. You don't
No,
mean
I'm
it
just
that way.
excited. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's exactly it. But it's all perspective. Everyone can portray something in a different way. Much like at Disney World, they don't use one finger when they point somewhere because some countries that is offensive. So we don't know these things. Language is so wild. So if you look at Disney, I think they use 3 fingers when they point, or maybe 2. But it's definitely like this. They'll point direct. Hey, which way to this ride? They'll point with multiple fingers, and you'll see that, and that's because they get trained that way to understand and respect everyone's culture that walks in. And I get that, and I love that. But it's all perspective. How we speak to people, the words, how they read what we put down, our body language, all that stuff can be misconstrued, even though you're giving nothing but love to them. And some people are just not ready for it yet. You could be pouring right into them, and and it's exactly what they need, but they're just not listening because they don't want it yet. They're not ready.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. And that's a shame, but it's okay. Everyone's at their own pace. All you could do is do your best to be for yourself, be the best version of yourself, pour into others, much like your why. Right. And you do that. And that's what makes life so great. And, a lot of times you go through that. You find that's a great lesson to learn. Lou, I mean, that ties right into the next question, I think, perfectly.
It goes right into it because, see, folks, the importance of having the mentors isn't something that she just kind of takes into her life and values a bit. I mean, she literally leads mentorship programs where multiple people can be accompanied into a mentorship lifestyle.
There you go.
Right? And inside of that, there's a lot of personalities to deal with, right? A lot of times the hardest thing with mentorship is the clashing of personalities, right? Being completely convinced that the people that are leading you are fully for you, right? That's a lot of times where the mentee has some adjusting they got to get done. So inside of that, I mean, you've been in this industry for so long. You've been connected to so many people. You've seen so much, and I know that there's a lot of great rewards that you've had inside of all that. But before we get to there, what has been one of the hardest lessons you've had to learn getting to where you are now?
It probably sounds cliche, but you can't fix it all. You can't save everyone.
I don't think it's cliche at all.
I think that hard lesson for me hit home this week the most. So when you have that special relationship with people, or you try so hard to help someone, and no matter what you do, you have to accept the fact that you can't save them. You can't help them. Or no matter what you do, they're still going to take a different path. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just not what you want. But you still have to do everything you can do to help and realize that their path is still different than what you want.
Absolutely. That's so true.
So that's
deep.
Profound. Let's sit on that for a second, guys.
Yeah, really.
Slow sip on that one.
Yeah, that was right on the money. I like that. It is. You can't fix it all. Listen, we want to, but like you just said there, it's just it. It's just something that it's not what they want yet, right? And that's okay, even though we know it can really help them. They have to find out themselves. Once again, I'm guilty of that myself. I was told multiple times great advice on investing money, on this, on that. But I had to find out myself when I realized, time goes by quick. Next thing you know, it's like I could have invested for 20 years and I didn't, or whatever it is that you're trying to impress onto somebody, whether it's a life skill, whether it's a work skill, whether it's a family skill, whether it's even cooking food. There's so many things that we can try to impress on people we know will better their life, but until they're ready to receive, sometimes it's almost impossible. You know, I think one of the driving forces of people is pain. Until they feel the pain of needing it, it's hard for them to want it. That's something that we have to train ourselves to get better at. I think most of us, we want to be more, but we don't really have the pain yet. Until we get pain for it, we realize, and pain can come in multiple ways, whether it's less time on the planet, the older we get. We start to have that pain of like, oh my goodness, I want to get this done. I want to do it before it's too late, or whatever it is. We have to do that, and it's true. Until their ears are open, until their cup is empty, like my homie Bruce Lee always talks about, empty cup. You know, until their cup is empty in that conversation, it's going to be hard to pour into. It's just going to keep overflowing. So I love going into conversation. Something I've worked on, trained myself to do better at, is to go into every conversation with an empty cup. Much like this one today. Man, my cup's been empty this whole time, and I love getting what you're pouring in right now. You're killing it, Veronica. You're amazing, and you're sharing so much, and it all draws right back to her why. And I love that. You know, she's going to keep giving, doing her best to give. Like we said, we can't make everything perfect. Not everyone's going to take it. Not every problem we try to fix is going to be fixed, because it's not about fixing that problem. It's about learning how to. It's about figuring out what's going on, and you do a great job of that, Veronica. I love that. Man, that was great. You know, and that, you know, that really leads us into this question here also. Really, it's your greatest reward. You know, you've done a lot, and you've done a lot in your career. You've really went from one when you say like career field, not career field, but like industry, into another industry, which, you know, you were called for. People, they needed you in this industry, and we're so excited to have you here. You know, you've done all these things. You've been able to mentor people. You're starting to take that role on even more, taking it to heart even more, even though you've been doing it without even realizing it, I'm sure, your whole life, right? That's that inside you. That's natural. It is. Some people have it. Everyone has it, I believe. It's just that some people
not everybody taps it.
There you go, right?
Not everybody pokes that.
And you've done that, you know, but with all that, we've had your downs, ups, we know your why, but what has been your greatest reward? What's been the thing that really that makes you sit back and go, it was worth it because of this?
For me, it's seeing other people reach their potential or succeed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Whether it's my own staff, whether it's my children, my family, my friends, my peers, it just if I have any input into it, or even if I don't, just seeing them reach their potential is so rewarding. My small story. Let me just divert. I have a gal that works for me, and she's been with me almost 7 years now. All along the way. She asked to come work under my division, I don't know, 5.5 years ago. About 4 years ago, on a review, at the end of the review, I asked her, so what do you want to do when you grow up? And just offhand, I want your job. Okay. She earned my job.
Wow.
And it was probably one of the proudest days to see her work for it, earn it, run her own team, and earn the respect of all of my peers, all of our clients, for that matter, and our new partners in the company. I mean, she's invaluable to me. And she's probably one of my most trusted colleagues and dearest friends. So for me, that's one of the proudest moments. Seeing my son graduate and get job after job that he has strived for, and now having a baby on the way. Or my daughter, both daughters, getting married to the men of their dreams, amazing men. There is no prouder moment than having your children happy and know that they're well taken care of. And then, of course, there's grandbabies. Oh my God. True story. Grandbabies are the best. Shake them up, give them back. Great. So, I mean, it's just seeing other people succeed and reach their potential. Amazing. It's one of the reasons I foster dogs. You take in these abused and hurt and just scared to death dogs and then get them to a healthy, wonderful state to where they're thriving and they're wagging their tail again. There's nothing better than seeing that transformation.
Wow. I mean,
you're just a servant
pouring it
person.
out
You have
there.
a servant heart. You're a servant leader. You're awesome.
You're a
So,
solutionary.
You truly are somebody that, like, I'm just honored to be in the presence of, to be able to hear what you're talking about, to be able to feed off of. That's the energy I love. That's inside of me. That's inside of Lou. That's inside of so many solutionaries out there. We have 5 core values. Our first core value is lead with love. And everything we do, lead with love. Our second one is you must operate in faith. Having faith for something you don't see, whether it's your God, whether it's the people, whether it's the goal at the end of the journey that you're on. You have to have faith that it's going to happen by putting that work behind it. But faith is dead without works, right? You
don't have faith. How can people have faith in you?
That's
no matter
100% right. Absolutely. And our third one is honor. We honor everything. People who've poured into us, what we've poured into others. We do the right thing even when other people are not looking. Right? We're going to do that because we love to honor. Honoring is how you maintain trust with people, how you speed up business, how you speed up life, how you speed up everything. Honor. Then we have to be adaptable. Adaptability is huge in this world, not just in automotive, but in the world. It's changing every single day. I could tell you 10 years ago, we wouldn't even have these types of meetings virtually. We wouldn't be able to do this because it wouldn't stream right. It'd be issues. When talk about if we've had any technical difficulties today, wouldn't even know. But we have this opportunity right now. I got a TV streaming pictures. I got it's so crazy. Like, technology is beautiful, and it's what we need. And that's what I love about that. That's what I love about what's going on, in this world, and being able to translate that into what we're doing today.
Right. And the fifth actual value of a solutionary,
which is
consistency,
huge,
and piling up all of those things. This is why we're throwing this. You are a solutionary at Veronica, and to all of you car guys and car gals that are out there that are listening, that are spending any of your time at all trying to put something inside of your cup to get better, to get more excited about doing what you're doing. If there's anything that any of the people that are on this screen want to do, it's make sure that you understand the value that's in you, and you unlock that. And you find people that believe in it, and they speak it out of you, and they don't let you settle for less than the best of you. That's ultimately what we are designed to do as people. It's pull out the best from each other and give the best that we have for one another, right? The word says that no greater love has a man than that he lays his life down for his brother. And that's exactly what it is that we're celebrating even this season, that someone has come to give themselves a ransom for us, right? And now that we have the chance to be walking in liberty and be connected to so many people, we love each other. We love each other greatly. And the people that we get the chance to brew with, Veronica has seen some great people in the industry come and go. Some of them believed in themselves and have achieved great, great things. Some of them, well, maybe they just didn't, right? And it's okay. Ultimately, what we have to be responsible for, it's sowing the seeds that come into our hands.
Yes.
And as we do that, Veronica, we honor the car gal that you are and what you've been bringing to this industry on a consistent basis. And because of that, you are a solutionary that can get the stamp of approval,
because you are 100% CGC approved.
Congratulations.
Yes, I love it. Man, what a great show this was today. Veronica, do you got any closing words you want to put out there? Maybe how people can get a hold of you?
You can find me pretty much anywhere. I think you have my contact information that you can throw on the screen, but
I'm
on social media. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn. I do have an Instagram, but I don't really use it much. So,
do you want the DealerBuilt email, or do you want the other email up here?
DealerBuilt, please. And you can always reach me. I'm good with text. If you leave me a voicemail, it might take a while to get back to you. But if you text me, just make sure you tell me who you are. I'm really good at text.
That is awesome. We'll make sure that that's in there, folks. Listen, she's special. She's somebody that looking always to help somebody. So if you need some help in your life, if you're looking for some mentorship, get a hold of her. I promise you, she'll be able to show you how to get taken care of. She's going to do everything she can to make it all worth your while. I promise you, She is all about helping people get to the next level. As you guys have witnessed here today, I've heard the words, where she comes out, where her heart is. It's amazing. And what I'm so fortunate to have you here. I love that word, amazing. Alex Flores' favorite word, right? So absolutely love it. We appreciate you. This is, bam, right there. We got her email address up, and there is her. That's your cell phone, right?
It is.
Pick up the phone. Send her a text. That's the best way to reach her. She will reach back out to you. Same way with us. Listen, folks, Veronica Dunford, the future of automotive. Let's go.
And I have one question. I think you should do a poll on who thinks you should grow the beard back.
Oh my goodness.
Great idea.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that out.
Idea.
And that was given by Veronica. What a great tip. That is mentorship and a half.
I just saw you at Women in Automotive, and I'm watching you on this screen, and I'm just saying.
It's weird. Yeah. Bring it
just
back.
side by side, the old and
you
the
already
new.
gave us the clip for that. That's perfect. We're going to go ahead and just throw that out there. Ask the question.
I really think so.
That is it. We'll have that produced out soon. That is a great poll to put. All right. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, looks like you better get your shaving cream, boy, and keep that with you, because you're going to need some more. Watch this. I'm excited. Car guys and car gals, this has been an incredible episode. Brewing Solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast. I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Fredlin Arts, the subprime hero.
And we have been Brewing Solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast with the one,
the only, Veronica Dunford. Woo! What a show. What a show. There's the beer right there.
Look at that. Look at that. My point exactly.
Hey, and Merry
Christmas to you, everyone out there.
Merry Christmas, boys. Stay safe.
Be safe. Have fun at your meeting. We'll see you guys later. Stay tuned for the next episode coming soon. We're going to have somebody great on here. We'll let you know later. But right now, let's love on Veronica. Send her some great messages today. Comment on this post. Let her know how great she is. We love you, Veronica. Thank you for your time. Folks out there, happy holidays. Let's go.
See you all later. Out.
Peace.